in theory, we're live. Like, let's see. Where is my... Hey, there it is. That was fast.
Here we are.
Greetings.
Hi.
Stay a while and listen. It's me. You know, that guy.
Is that
Well, everyone's like, what up, it's your boy. It's like, hey, it's me. That guy.
everyone? I'm like, hey, what up, Bitsy boy?
Where is my super... Hi, Axis. Are you going to be a little butt? You are.
Keep lying.
All right, keep lying. Yeah, so I made Jess rewatch. We've seen it multiple times.
Because it's hilarious.
There's a college humor show called Breaking News, and one of them is Brennan Lee Mulligan as this man named Dr. Chambers, who is the station president, and he just goes on this rant about all the things that turns him on.
Bookstores, pineapples,
Thick straws at only fast food restaurants give you.
Excuse me.
But we rewatched it because
So then, Wayne, did you fare well on the written exam?
Amber knew that Sam, who is also in that bit, but also one of the hosts on multiple college humor shows, was married to someone from...
me.
Well, Amber didn't know that it was Elaine either.
Yeah.
And then I showed it to you because, like, you didn't know that...
I didn't know it was Elaine.
Yeah.
I knew that he was married to somebody
Yeah.
at College Humor.
Yeah, well, she knew that he was married to someone at College Humor as well, because, like, he doesn't really say her name in any of the shows.
No,
At least
he
not
doesn't.
that I know of.
I am
I
confident.
don't think so.
But, yeah.
I have something to aid.
So, one of the best parts is that whole episode is Brennan just sitting here in a Tim Curry, like, just talking, like, the most absurd things that turns him on. And, like, Sam and Elaine both are losing. I'm like, one of the best bits is Brennan just fucking with his boss.
Yep.
And his boss.
Yeah, every time though, like it's all of the best episodes of everything are specifically Brendan fucking with Sam,
Or people fucking
or
with
Sam
Brennan.
fucking with Brennan.
Because, so,
Difficult times,
that
Wayne. We
skit,
stand at the brink of war.
where Sam had to
No
name
one is
Bird,
safe.
Brennan
We
just
all
got,
must arm ourselves.
he's
That
like,
ring
excuse, what?
is your first step.
And then there was a game changer bit where it was, okay, name this bird, and he kept
Because
giving...
he's into birds.
He has a lot of bird facts, and he keeps giving the two other contestants, like,
Correct
very
answers
simple, and like, no, this was a rosé spoonbill.
Yep.
And Brennan's just like, I love it. I love watching Brennan lose it.
Yeah. I love Brennan. I'll just leave it at that. I also love Izzy. I would like to hang out with both of them.
You can use the power. What is this?
So we're playing Growlanser Generations. This is a
It's
game
a ring
that
weapon.
is
Our royal
literally
scientists have spent countless
20
hours
years
seeking
old.
to unlock the
It came
ancient
out in
secrets these contain.
2003 on the PS2. Way to feel old, huh?
Meh.
As you have
But this is a strategy RPG that I've been told I need to play
Thank you, sir.
extensively.
Well, enough
And
of that.
so
What quality
I
is most
figured,
important in a commander?
Access.
why not? Let's say decision
Of course,
skills.
on the battlefield. Tell
best
me,
part.
how
How
would
would
you
you deal
deal
with a
with a
surprise
surprise
attack? I like to judge their size.
I bet you do. We're more
do you
than a
feel
minute,
about
and you
heading to
fucking
the front?
size queen.
I'm about to say, I already said Fox, so go for it. I care less and less as time goes on about the monetization standards of YouTube.
Now it's just habit. Like, hey guys, what's up?
How do you feel about heading to the front lines? Lusting for the scent of the kill. That's No.
Right. Okay.
Let's say calm and collected.
Now tell me,
Why
why
do
do you
you
wish
wish,
to enroll at this academy?
Well, if I'm in an academy, intelligence is... Oh, that's attack magic, defensive magic, combat. Do I... Oh, okay, so I could just, let's just do attack skill, because I have no idea what that's going
In
to
what
do.
area do you feel you're lacking?
What area do you feel you are lacking? I am lacking in physical fitness.
Ooh, good luck, Ben.
That makes sense.
Job interview!
Response in mind.
Hi, Barb. Hi, Sir. Hi, everybody.
We're almost finished.
Hi,
Which
Torn,
element protects
Nail.
you?
Which element protects you? The all-cleansing fire.
What is your favorite gemstone?
I forget, like, early on when I was seeing... So, we share a therapist, which was actually completely accidental.
Yeah.
Because I asked to see a therapist from my general practitioner, and he's like, hey, we just got a great one in our practice. She just started.
She hadn't just started, because I'd been with her for a year.
Yeah. Well,
Through
I mean,
the same doctor's office.
in fact, my doctor, he
Okay. Time blindness.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe that's why he took forever to call you back.
He still has it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There, see,
So
there we go.
like, I've got my physical in May, and I'm just expecting to hear back from him because I sent a message on my chart, which is supposed to be the premier way to keep touch with doctors. Anyway, out of those, I'm gonna go with honest.
It is now time for your practicals.
But early on, when I was seeing our therapist, I made jokes about things about all cleansing fire, and she's like, "Let's talk about this." And I'm like, "Oh, I think I may have scared the therapist." Aaron, welcome.
Wait, I wonder
What
if
up, Aaron?
if that is the case. Bah, it
It couldn't be. I need to stop thinking. No, anytime you say, I wonder if, nah, it couldn't be, that's when you're like, well, shit,
I apologize for being late.
this kid's gonna have plot armor. Oh god, that's a shoulder pad.
You must be my partner, Wayne.
He's like
Cruz.
best Genius.
My name is Max.
Your reputation precedes you. I'm honored. This practical.
Suffice to say, I hope to. By the way, and
Who needs a
Maximilian sounds so
collar like
stuffy.
that?
That's a bit.
Best
When you
Genius.
first
Best
took the
Genius
ring,
is like
did you get a
Well,
sign?
exactly.
3/4 neck. I really think his
not.
quirk is not
weapon
the
produced
ability to
depends
control
on the
fibers.
But see, his
I think
collar,
he was part
like-
It
giraffe.
was a sword.
He just covers his face. Half of it is covered.
Oh no! When they do a press conference after talking about a massive screw up, and he's wearing a suit, and his collar is like that, and his face is fully visible. His neck is just
what?
like.
I have never seen that.
I'll remind
Okay,
me. And
so giraffe
But
man,
enough of that.
I'm really.
giraffe pimp.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will tell you what I know. In this exam,
Amber
a team of
keeps
two
saying that
against a
he's
number
got
of
to be
other
into
teams.
bondage because all of his poses and his wrapping people up
I
just
mean,
seems like.
He's
team
working
that has at
with
least one
thread.
survivor at the end wins the
I
medal.
think there's some shibari, like
For the
something
purpose
or
of this
another there.
exam, of course, we've only just.
We've only just met, but I wonder if I ask you a few. Sure,
How
ask
do you
me
wish to
questions.
enter the-
Well, I'll tell you, but you have to. I wish to become an imperial.
Well, that's quite a goal. Not many. It's a great honor.
I
Just
wanna be
one
an Imperial Knight.
Is said to be the equivalent. King Richard.
One
your
Imperial
own
Knight is
style
equivalent
and
to
your
100
attention.
people.
Yes, I know
Sure.
that it will be. I know it will not be.
Well then, I cheer you.
Listen here,
Well,
capitalism.
you know my goal.
Now it's your turn. I am something of a pacifist, believe it or not. I have
Army
no
of
taste
one.
to achieve my.
Join the Marines.
that was the army.
Oh, it was. Oh, yeah.
The
yeah,
Army of
yeah,
One.
Army of One, yeah.
I just always found it amazing. Like that's
Well, it appears. Do you need battle
literally
advice?
the opposite of what the army is supposed to be.
You don't have
That
magic
yeah, the
ability
whole
yet, so I'll
just
just
as
summarize basic attack
you work
techniques.
together as a cohesive unit. No, it's lone wolf time.
Yeah, I think that just gives
There are 6 choices.
you
but
know,
I'll cover just the 2 that relate to basic attack. When the commander chooses either attack or
survivalists
move
and
next, choose
whatever
your
Bundy
technically ready.
bullshit. You could just kind of, yeah, Army 01.
game over conditions, none. You cannot fail this.
Okay.
Alright, let's move. Where can I move? Alright, let's move here. And here. I don't want to do 4. How do I... Oh, press X twice to finalize. Alright, so you do kind of have to do 4. Okay. Alright, Best Janice has joined my party. When the number next to the end is larger than 0, magic can... When the number is greater than 0. Our limit for magic is 1. Our products may receive large, potentially critical damage. Okay. Fire arrow. Oh god, this is a lot. Cast on him. You're gonna die.
You've only moments left before your end.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but... Oh yeah, he's... Why couldn't I be tough enough? Alright, can I do that again? Yes, I can. I want to cast on you, because you've got magic, and I don't like that. I don't know what magic does, other than kills people from all the way across the damn battlefield, but... Alright, Can I attack you? Oh, well that guy's dead. Alright. He's dead. As you approach your first enemy, mindful of the HP you have. Yeah, I know. But it's not actually letting me do anything. Because it's always jumping to someone else's turn. Yes, I get it. Weight meter. Oh, okay, so that's why. That's weird. Weight meter will be orange. How do I change a command I've issued? Press the square button. Okay. And we're just gonna attack him. Ow. I was gonna say, that guy's just gonna die. And that guy's dead.
Can't go home any longer.
Oh, I can't go through the bush apparently.
Huh. I'll show you going through the bush.
Your time has come.
Will you? I don't quite. I feel like.
I could climb through some shrubbery out back. It's fine.
Watched fan-made episode of Dungeons & Dragons cartoon. Legend of Zelda cartoon is amazing. I actually can't recall ever watching the Zelda cartoon.
I didn't. I don't think I even knew there was one.
Ring weapons are.
There
well,
was.
Now that the
See,
practical skills exam is over, we should
I remember
return to the
Captain
examination
in
hall.
the Game Master, which was this kid who had a belt buckle that was an NES controller, and he had the orange gun. And it was him partnering up with a bunch of Nintendo heroes. So, but they were all like the copyright infringement versions of these characters.
Yeah.
Like Mega Man was like,
Megu Man.
well, no, because like they were all Nintendo characters, but it was like they had no resemblance to their video game counterparts. Like one of them was Simon Belmont.
Still Mega Man.
Well,
I mean, have you seen some of those?
It's like, so Simon Belmont wore like this blue, like
Rain, I heard that you passed
fur-lined
the exam
jacket,
with
and he had like
excellent marks.
goggles, almost
I look
like an
forward to your
aviator
future
with a
endeavors.
whip.
All right.
Like he looked like a flyboy with a whip, and he was just like, "Look at me, and like that's nothing like the character of Simon Belmont. I mean, granted, all we had to go on was like the 8-bit iterations, but like that's not the character you gleaned from playing the first Castlevania game,
Here are the results of your exam.
or any Castlevania game. And there was Pit from Kid Icarus, and I think there was a princess. I think it was supposed to be Princess Peach, but I don't remember if it actually was or not. But like the bad guys were the eggplant bad guy from Kid Icarus, Mother Brain from Metroid. But like Mega Man, he was like the short, stocky, kind of looking guy. And I mean, I get that's kind of how his sprite looks in the games, because he has no neck, because it's an 8-bit game.
Because
But
Best Genius stole it. Like,
Congratulations. Imperial Knight Reeves.
Best Genius,
It is such an honor to have you
before
evaluate
he
my
was
test results.
the number 3 ranked hero in Japan, secretly stole necks from other people.
stole mine. I mean, shit.
Don't strain yourself on such
I have
formality.
no
or
neck.
you nothing more needs to be. If you continue. Thank you,
So
sir.
one fun thing about this game is apparently
And thus
there is
began life in the Officers' Academy
a dating
for
sim
Crew.
component
'Kay.
where you can,
Shoot your shot.
I mean, basically, there's like 4
Shortly after
potential
Wayne was
partners,
accepted into the Officers'
and depending on who
Academy,
you get,
war
actually
broke out
changes
between
the end
Bernstein
of the
and the
story.
neighboring kingdom
So
of
like they
Hollandia.
do kind of change paths, and I'm like, okay, that's neat for a 20-year-old game. Like that's
Yeah.
because like we started getting stuff like that in like the Mass Effect
war
games
began as
on
a
the
small
360. Like we didn't
skirmish
start
during
seeing
the
a lot of that
coronation of
until
King
like
Richard of
the
Bernstein,
next generation.
and escalated into a bloody
Princess's name was
full-scale
Lana,
war.
and she was an
All
OC.
the
Okay,
surrounding- pressed into
I couldn't tell if
service
she was
under the
supposed to be
most
Princess
trying
Peach or not.
circumstances
It has
possible.
been
Excuse me.
probably 30 years since I've seen Captain it.
In the course of
Ironically,
this
I also
conflict, the war
remember
had
there
taken
was
its toll on
I remember
every
the
kingdom
commercial.
without exception.
There used to be
In
a
Bernstein
Nintendo
Kingdom,
cereal,
nearly all
and
the
it
Officers'
was
Academy cadets
2
had been
cereals
rolled
in
away
one. It was basically
or
the
slain
same
in the
thing,
course of
just
the
slightly
conflict.
different colors. It was a Mario cereal and a Legend of Zelda cereal.
Okay.
And I remember the commercials for that more, because like I remember one of them, like a guy dressed as Link opens it up and pulls the box of cereal out of a treasure chest or some shit like that, and like I remember eating that as a kid.
As for Wayne and Maximilian,
I remember that more than I
Game
remember
finally came
certain, like, the human brain is a fucking nightmare, folks. Like, watch the movie Inside Out. It's pretty accurate about how, like, do you need to remember this important fact? This important detail? This person's name. What else? No, you're going to remember this jingle from 1976?
It's a core memory. Yeah, I didn't know there was an Nintendo
Mother Brain
cereal.
was voiced by Levi Stubbs. Voice of Audrey. That I seem to remember. Yeah, I remember she was supposed to be the love interest. You know. Man, the 80s.
No, well, was it the 80s? Or
Yeah,
was it the early 90s?
No, it was the 80s. I was still living in West Virginia at that point.
Okay.
We didn't move here until 89. I'm pretty sure it was 89.
Well, you have memories of being 3?
4?
4. Okay.
One of my earliest. Okay, this is gonna
Well, okay. 4 going on 5. Yeah.
this is
What's
gonna
up,
be
Libbit?
this is gonna be great for all of you. One of my earliest core memories, if we're gonna go with the inside out, one of my earliest core memories is looking down at the ground and running headfirst into a car and getting a black eye.
That's a hell of a core memory to start with.
I remember Mom was laughing at me, but also like because I hurt my and like she was concerned because I had a black eye, and she was like she was worried that like I was gonna get in trouble because it's like, oh, a kid comes to school with a black eye. What's like they just like because you know them growing up, a kid comes to school with a black eye, they've got an abusive parent.
Yeah. Axis.
All of the people are in here. But like I actually hadn't started going to school at that point. Like I like,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my earliest memories. Is
Yeah, mine's way darker than that.
oh, that's
My very first core memory is being at a funeral.
oh God. Yeah, man. That
Actually, no, that's the second. The first one is being at the hospital bed of my great-grandfather, and then it was his funeral that I went to. They weren't that long apart from
Excuse
each other.
me.
Yeah. Axis, come here.
Wayne
I
Cruz
remember
reporting.
my little black patent shoes, and I was kind of squeaking them together because I was bored. I was 2.
Maximilian Schneider.
What are you gonna do?
Well,
Squeak
the
your
duty
shoes
post for
together?
the
That's
next.
what
We have assigned you to protect
Yeah.
the citizens of Starkburg from the
I
enemy's
mean, I
threat.
remember a lot of things actually from West Virginia. I remember getting. There were Happy Meal toys that were food. That were like Happy Meal, like it was the McDonald's was like a little ice cream cone, a little thing of McNuggets, a thing of fries, like an '80s Big Mac
Yeah.
box, and they were Transformers, and like they would pop open and be like little robot-y things. But yeah, I remember getting one of those. I got the fries and thinking it was the coolest thing ever. Man, I was easy to. I have to do my walk-in shower because I'm 100%. Yeah, you have to go into the office
Logan,
tomorrow.
this is-
I've had to go in. I'm going in 3 days total this week.
Understood, sir.
Don't technically have to go in tomorrow, but I'm going in tomorrow because you're going in tomorrow, and you know that way you don't have to suffer
The
alone.
fact that we, the large, I pray that
But
Commander,
Yeah,
I'm well aware
my
that these
favorite
are-
Happy Meal
however,
toy was She-Ra.
you
son,
leave at once. Good luck.
you
I
are
love that
so
shit.
whiny. My first core memory is
You could
running
sit
around the
in my
house, then turning on the NES to play Duck Hunt. That's a good one. Hoping Nintendo puts Metroid Prime 2 and 3 on the Switch. I would be surprised if they didn't. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't do the trilogy, like, on Switch.
Axis. Hey. Don't walk out there and start hollering. He's gonna walk out there and start hollering.
Yeah, so you're a straight dude and it takes you like 3... It does. It does take me like
Wayne.
3 minutes to get ready. Like, I literally roll out of bed and I roll into clothes and then I stand up and I walk out the door. I literally just...
yes, Max?
Cis dude. Okay. I mean, you know,
You were saying that the next step for you after becoming...
Yes.
Then I shall yield
What?
an Imperial Knight. I am
What about you?
No, I won't.
No, I won't. I have no idea what the story is at this
After I
point because I'm not paying
Are you
attention. I'm
serious?
just
What
curious
do you
about the
plan to do?
gameplay.
My goal remains
The story,
just as
like-
soldiers are needed.
You gotta...
That
You
seems
gotta
reasonable
really
enough,
sit
but-
and like lean into it. But
So once it is there,
what's funny
I
is,
admire
so
your
I
resolve.
remember
I just
going
think
to
that
anime conventions
Despite what you've
in
explained, it seems strange
late
that you would
90s.
begin that course as part of the
And
military
this
machine.
guy's art was everywhere. Like like every major vendor would have an art book of his art, because apparently he does like this really unique style, and so like people love his character designs, and so he started doing this of like fantasy characters, some sci-fi characters, naked characters,
I promised my father. It seems.
Well, I wish you
Sir,
And you have mine as
this
so
is a
then,
Wendy's.
Shall we proceed to our final exam
Also,
at
somehow
Starkwood?
don't need caffeine to decaffeinate before you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Ah, I nearly. We need
That's
to remember
weird.
to gather
No,
as
it's
much
not.
information.
Yes, it is.
gather info.
I
I'm
mean
just a
that
very
as we
I'm
travel from one
a
location
light
to another,
sleeper,
we
and
should
so
speak with
like.
people to stay abreast of the
I
event
am
when
too.
you return to the continental map.
But once
Choose
I'm
the
awake, my
location you're
brain is
standing
like,
on, and
you
you
must
may
be
able to
awake.
interview
You
the
must
local
defend the
citizens.
horde. I mean,
If there are shops.
You're
Pressing
weird.
X and pointing to the same look.
And one last
I mean,
bit of
I'm not
advice.
gonna deny that
Using
I'm
this
weird.
quick
I just don't think I'm
online
weird
game,
for
shall we head
that.
towards-
No, you're definitely weird for that. I don't know where Axis went. Yeah, mm-mm.
oh, hey, I just learned how to go somewhere else by talking to people.
Like, I could get up. And well, after my stretches and everything, because my body hates me, I could get up and like go somewhere uncaffeinated. It would not be recommended because I'll end up with a migraine. I'll be cranky because I enjoy the taste of coffee. And it's morning and I already want to hit somebody in the face. So let me have my coffee.
Caffeine doesn't wake me up thanks to the ADHD. I wonder if, I don't think I have undiagnosed ADHD. Probably ADD. I don't think I've got the hyper.
No,
or-
there is no ADD anymore. It's all ADHD.
it's
It's just different types of ADHD.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah, okay, I probably have some sort of undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah. I have recently diagnosed ADHD. I don't know that. I am not sure if this point, if it is the caffeine that is waking me up, or if it's the ritual, or
Maximilian Schneider.
the
report-
time
Wayne Cruz
taken
reporting for duty
for
as
it.
well.
I don't know, but
Glad to
I
have you both.
I
Let me
don't.
explain.
I need my coffee.
All
I'm ready, sir.
before we Wolfgang.
There's a man named Wolfgang, and of course he's a badass.
So.
Yeah, look at that.
who do we
Look at that
have
sumbitch.
here?
He's only got one eye.
I am Maximilian.
Is that why his hair is bad?
Yes,
And I'm Wayne Cruz.
Because he doesn't have.
because he can only see half of his. It's not how that works. But caffeine does not help me focus here. Like I'm actually fairly unaffected by caffeine. I also drink a lot of soda, so
You
I'm
discerned that?
pretty sure my base caffeine level is
Judging someone.
usually
becomes
run on
second
sugar more than
nature when you
caffeine,
do
so I
it.
love Mountain Dew so much.
Just
I can't get into Mountain Dew. I can't get into the orangey, yellowy sodas.
They're coming.
Guess that
I mean,
means
I
it's
used to
party
love
time.
Surge,
I
and
do miss Surge.
Time to go.
that was the thing.
Yeah.
What's a child doing out in that field alone?
What's a child doing? It's getting attacked by sperm,
not
apparently.
Wayne, Maximilian.
At once, sir.
Let actions say it all.
As you know,
Those were some options.
Right?
I feel like this just went in a totally different direction.
Civilian casualties, Maximilian, or win is defeat. Okay. There. We're gonna come over here. Can I control the child? Yeah, I'll... Okay, so the kid is running on his own. Except the kid is an idiot. Alright, apparently that's something that can cause problems, so he's gonna get melted. What did I say? Did he was supposed to die. Alright. Use the house for advantage, protecting the child. Alright, no. Stop. Oh, it's a brainiac. I don't think that's a brain.
Taste my anger.
It's a something.
Yes, the game is voice acting. Oh god, he takes next to no damage from fire. That's... Alright, well, we're gonna send you over there then. Beep, beep.
I feel like the kid could really help themselves if they actually, like, I don't know, moved.
I also feel like you should have started the fight off with the giant magic spear from the sky. Yeah, probably should have. Alright, you're gonna attack him. Because we're just getting... Yes, I know, we're getting our... Stop talking and actually let me do combat. Like, it's a little ridiculous that I can't do anything because you gotta stop to talk every 2 seconds. You won't let me actually do... Oh, he's level 15. He's gonna kill me. Alright, so kid's gonna go over there. We got more talky talk. No one cares. He'll be right back. Sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
Oh, I am useless in this fight.
Hunt! Hunt! The monsters!
Look, kiddo, you're not gonna make me
Huh.
less mad with...
No! No! Get inside!
It appears that someone else is already.
I guess we'll have to protect...
Okay. So there's a house with people in it who the child knows.
Yeah.
And the child did not run to the house, like, instead of letting monsters converge on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Let's say, I'm gonna die. Oh god.
The house is being attacked. It appears there is only...
Everybody head into the town. Yeah. Like, that should have been what they did to start with. Did you son of a... Just focus on that guy. Stop trying to do stupid stuff.
I will not buy stupid shit for no reason.
I don't... There's one guy casting magic, and I don't want to... Oh, well, shit. Well, that was a game over.
I didn't realize the game would go all on Golden Pawn about it, but okay.
And I guess I get to do
The
all of
annual
this.
entry.
Yeah, I get to do all of this again. Motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Okay, there's way too much dialogue to have to go through all of that again from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I didn't save it.
Here.
I did not save, which is something you should do. But also, I feel like if you're holding it as game over and not just you fail, then
Yeah.
that's
What
a
is this?
choice. This is Growlanser
It's a
Generation.
As you have, our knowledge of these
Gonna
magnificent
be having steak for
artifacts is
dinner
not
tonight.
complete.
Thank you, steak.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Well, what call?
Yep.
How?
I'm just gonna answer everything.
I want to
Yes,
try
sir.
doing the sous vide again, but sear on the grill.
Amber is threatening to buy me a cast iron.
Wayne.
You right?
Yeah. It felt like something flew in my ear.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where I mean, there is a save option in the menu, and so you have to take advantage of that.
I apologize. You must be.
You're... So, when you first took their...
But there is no
Good.
skip.
We've. What?
Well, I...
Like you
well,
can't
it's a-
just skip dialogue. It's
Well
all
then,
just.
Well, now.
But no, yeah, Amber's threatening to buy me a cast iron skillet. She's like, you know, now that the weather's getting nice, we can grill out more. But like, if you keep wanting to eat steak, a good seasoned cast iron skillet. It's like, we have one. I just don't know if it's seasoned. But I also know nothing about cast iron. Like, I don't
It's
cook.
seasoned.
So she's
I
like,
season my shit.
Well.
so I'm
do
like,
you need? You don't
like if
have
you want
magic
to get
ability
one,
yet,
that way
so I'll
you
just summarize
have,
basic attack techniques.
you know, because like I'm not gonna know a goddamn thing what to do with it, because I don't know what to do with cast iron. I've never been
There
taught
are-
how to
when you
cook with
choose
cast
either.
iron.
Next, choose a target. Try these techniques. You are
You cook
definitely
on it?
Well, yeah, but you can't put it in the dishwasher.
No.
So like you have to clean it, but you have to clean it a very specific way.
It's actually not. Okay, cast iron was meant to endure.
Well, yes.
Cast iron skillets were used as people were manifesting their fucking destinies across the West.
People were manifesting their fucking destinies.
You know, committing genocide about it, but whatever. And cast iron skillets didn't get delicate treatment in all of that. They're not as delicate as like everybody. The big issue is whether or not you have the time to like just do a light re-seasoning on it. Like, if you need to scrub that thing all the way down, you can. You just have to re-season it. It's not delicate.
Well, okay, so what is seasoning
Okay.
other than delicious jams and
It's-
jellies?
Uh,
How do you like
you
this?
take oil, or I guess you could probably do it with bacon grease or whatever, and you slather that fucker up, and you stick it over heat, and you just let that cook on there.
Okay, so
It provides a coating for the pan. It can, depending on how well you've done it, like make it a little less or a little more non-stick. It's always gonna stick, but
All right, so you season it because otherwise everything just sticks to it,
I mean, that's
Or-
part of it.
or
But
does it damage the pan if you don't and you cook with it?
it doesn't damage the pan.
Okay. See, I was always under the impression that it damaged the pan,
Well,
or that you got like iron rust in your food, which, you know.
that is something. I mean, that is the. I've never let a pan go unseasoned long enough to like have that be an issue, so that wasn't. But yeah, that's don't do it. That is a good reason to keep
Okay.
them seasoned.
Okay. Well, I guess that's part because like I don't know anything about it, and so like Amber will ask me a question, I'll be like, is this cast iron pan seasoned? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what this means, and I'm afraid to ask.
Now I haven't seasoned the aluminum.
The one that's in the corner.
Yeah,
But
I
the one
haven't-
under the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've cooked on that. And again, I season my shit.
Well, the more you know. And that's the thing, like I don't. And so, but we've been getting, like, Wegmans has a bunch of really good steak options. And we picked up one of the prepackaged pair. It wasn't the fillets, it was the next step down, so it wasn't tenderloin, it was sirloin. And it was actually pretty good. It was a little tougher. I mean, it's not the, you know, the same great taste that tastes great together. Why couldn't I be tough enough?
Ain't that tough?
Alright, yeah, we're gonna. Actually, I'm gonna go and attack you because you've got a. I did learn you've got a spear. So, and those two guys are just gonna kill each other. And that guy with the arrow is just gonna get charbroiled. Also, I'm mad at KFC.
I
They got rid
mean,
of popcorn chicken. You can't order popcorn chicken anymore. Which is weird.
because they're in the bowls.
Because it's in the bowls. But they've started selling nuggets. And so now that they're selling nuggets, you can't get popcorn chicken. And I'm like, this seems like a little bit of a crock.
Eh,
Rape this!
all the more reason to go to Popeyes. Although Popeyes doesn't have bowls. It's just really convenient when I can't grain.
I'm
My
exhausted.
Sonic Frontiers LP got recommended by the algorithm. At over 200 something. Congrats!
Awesome!
I love it when the algorithm picks something up.
Regular weapon. Well,
Wayne, here are the results of
It's gone.
Imperial Knight
I lost it.
Nothing more. If you
I'm gonna
continue
make a
your
list of all the
dedication to
things that
excellence,
turn me
perhaps
on.
you shall be a role model. Thank you,
All right,
sir.
keep lying.
And thus
Keep
began
lying.
life.
And of course,
Titties.
titties!
Shortly after Wayne.
I mean, of that list, that's the only thing that I'm like, okay, I can kind of get behind it. Because, like,
What, the unlikely animal friends don't get you wet?
no.
All right, keep lying.
Placed in his service under the most trying circumstances possible.
Look, I'm not Dan. I'm not a furry. I did get a
In the
comment
course of
telling me
this
that I get
conflict,
more
the
traction with my
focus
videos for only
changed
10 minutes.
suddenly.
See,
when a
no,
third
actually,
foe, more deadly than all the
that's
kingdoms
kind of
combined,
weird because,
reared its fearsome head in the fray and
I watched the
threatened
Game
to wipe
Grumps,
out
and
humanity.
Aaron
The
talks
war
about
had
the
taken its
algorithm
toll
a
on
lot
every king-
in a lot of his episodes because that's how they
As
stay
for
relevant.
Wayne and
Because
Maximilian,
like we
the day
have a
finally
large
came for
user
their
base,
final
but like
exam.
it's not
Assignment
large
to the
enough to where they
forefront of
won't
the battle
fall
for
off
humanity's
trending
survival.
if they're not careful. It's not like PewDiePie or Markiplier levels of like the two of them have like over 10 million subscribers each. Like the Game Grumps are only at like 2, if that. And so like Aaron talks about the algorithm, and it seems like it actually goes for longer form content than shorter. But if you're doing videos, but YouTube also heavily promotes shorts. But short form content is not the same as their shorts. Like you have to have it set up as a short for it to get picked up by the algorithm for that and pushed out. Because there's a guy that I've been subscribed to for quite some time. His name's Karmajolt. And like I was subscribed to him when he only had like a couple hundred subscribers, and now he's got I think 30,000. It's like something like it's up there now. Like he picked up very or it might be over 100,000. I don't know. I have to look it up because he used to do just like Let's Play like content, and then he started doing live streams, but then he started doing shorts, which were just like showcasing glitches or cheats or like just weird things you could do in games.
Yeah.
And so like he'd show you how to do them, like what steps to get through, but just in very short bite-sized bits. And that is what the algorithm picked up on and got him all these subscribers for like the rest of his content. So it's like it's one of those things that kind of feeds into it. It's like, okay, as long as he keeps doing the shorts, the algorithm keeps throwing the shorts out there, people see those, go subscribe to his channel and follow his longer form content. But yeah, it seems like if it's a video content, YouTube wants longer, but if it's a short, that's a completely different beast. But like 10-minute long content is like, that's what I started on YouTube. Because when I started, that was the time limit. Like that was, and like it's almost impossible to do a Let's Play in 10-minute content now. Because like the games that I did like Dragon Force, which took, I was at part like 200 because like doing it 10 minutes at a time took forever. Especially if you didn't want to cut anything out and just show like, because you didn't want to skip and be like, oh yeah, I did this off screen, I grinded and did this. Like you'll be getting like a 60-hour game becomes like 600 parts.
Yeah.
Sorry for being so late to stream. I just finished the reference sheet for my character. Ooh, I would love to see it. I love to see character references. Feel free to post on Discord. I will actually post some of the art that I've been getting from my artists because I've gotten so much. We're done with all the characters in the first set. We've got 20 characters, 10 characters, 10 NPCs. And then I am 3 characters away from all of the new named characters in set 2. 3 characters away from being done with set 2.
Wow.
One of the artists that I've got is working on one of them now, and then my main artist is doing the coloring for all the characters for set 1. And so, mostly because I think set 2 is definitely the non-humanoid set.
Yeah.
Or the non-human set, because so we've got dwarves, which I need to rename.
Maximilian
I
Schneider
don't like
reporting.
using standard names for them because we make a lot of changes to all the races except for humans, because we know what we did. But like dwarves are basically, you take a dwarf from Lord of the Rings lore and mix it with a Saiyan. So imagine a short, stocky guy with like big hands, big feet that are prehensile, and a tail, and like Super Saiyan 4 kind of like covered in fur, and like they can punch holes through mountains. Like that's dwarves. Set 2, we've got 3 demons. We've got 2 dwarves. We've got a single human. We've got a construct, which I still can't pronounce that word.
I'm still working on it.
I want so like I like Warforged, but Warforged is obviously a D&D term, and I didn't want to use that. So we started looking, and Jess found a phrase for Old Norse, and then I found one related to it that means siege engine.
The duty
I'm like,
post for the next
that's
party has
that,
been
but
decided.
like I can't like it is just a string of consonants, D's and J's everywhere.
We assigned you to protect the citizens of Logan.
So
Yes, sir.
we've got
Understood,
one of
sir.
those. I've got a bird woman,
Okay.
and we've got 2 wolfmen. That's 10 characters, right? Yeah. I think that's 10 characters.
I think so.
Yeah. So, 1 human. No elves.
Integrate the large
Commander,
Because mostly the first set is humans and elves. Like, that's the entire...
Yeah.
And I look at the characters in the first set, I'm like,
You leave at once.
wow.
Good luck to the both of you.
This is looking like our government. It's all just white people, kind of like the same level of homogenous. And so I'm like, I'm really glad set 2 is just...
Yeah. Have you got set 3 planned out?
So we've got set... Actually, I think we have the characters for set 3. I don't think we've... Like, I know what characters I'm going to use. I don't think we've got any of their stats finalized. Because I think Helix and I are still... I mean, we're mostly testing set 2. Like, I haven't even started looking at set 3 beyond, like, these are ideas. Because I've got, like, I have set 3 mostly done in terms of, like, the number of cards. And then I've got, like, a whole bunch of ideas that'll, like, facilitate sets 4 and 5.
Yeah.
But, like, no concrete... like, numbers for anything. But I think we have the characters for
Wayne.
set 3. So I'll have to look and see what
Yes,
characters
Max?
are in set 3.
Yeah.
You were saying that
yes.
Because
Actually,
I actually
what?
don't know.
an Imperial
anymore.
Knight must have the ability
Ooh,
to
I
direct
think
support.
I think set 3
What
we're
about you
doing
then?
the
If you were to-
No.
the level 2 NPCs.
After I become a knight,
So like
I
the
plan
Dark
to
Knight
leave
level
the military.
2, the Ronin level 2, like just slight upgrades from the originals.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I
What do you
think that's
My goal remains the same.
because that's
to
10
learn the
characters
mechanic
right there,
just
one for
as
each
soldiers
class.
are needed
So I
once
think
war
that's what we've got added, and then it's like revamped versions of the 10 named characters from sets 2 and 3. So like
That seems
Rowan
reasonable
in set
enough,
1 and
but-
2 is a warrior, set 3 I think he's a Dark Knight. So like we've got same character, different
So, once I
class
have
with
Yeah.
completed, it
you
is
know
there
different
that I
flavor.
I admire you. I promised
what
my
we're
father
going
long
with
ago
that.
that I would become a knight. It seems
think that's
contradictory,
that. That might be
but
set
it becomes
4.
ever more clear to
I
me
don't
that
know.
in life, few things.
Well, I
Now,
And you have mine as well, Wayne.
I mean, I've got a book of card ideas
So then-
that's like half full at
I-
this
we
point.
need
Like I
gather information. What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know what ideas I've got
I mean
anymore.
that
Like
as we
I
travel from one
I've
location
thought
to
about
another,
asking Culex to just
when you return to the continental map,
get me a
choose
like
the location you're standing on, and you may
an
be able
ability
to
to
interview
search.
the local citizens.
like just a database. Can I
If there are
search
shops or
by
pawnbrokers-
keyword?
Pressing X.
Because
And
holy
one last
crap,
bit of advice.
I think I've
Pressing
come
the
up with a
square
good
button
idea
on
for a
the map
card, and
screen
I
will
realized I
reveal
came
a
up with it
menu
like
where you
2
can
years
change
ago.
quickly. All right then, shall we head toward?
Something may have flown into your ear. There was a gnat.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm not. Never mind. I'm not gonna say I'm not crazy because that's not true. Keep lying.
All right, keep lying. Has anyone played Neverwinter Nights? I have played Baldur's Gate. I've got Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and then I've got the Icewind Dale. I don't know if I've played Neverwinter Nights. I feel like I have, if I've played the others. But I also can't remember each individual game for the life of me because I played them kind of all at once. Because it was Sanchez played them, and like I remember one day I went over to Sanchez and he was playing Icewind Dale, and he was like, "I have created the most broken character in Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm like, do tell. And like he shows me this character that he created in the game, and like granted it's the video game version of D&D, but like on paper in the game it would work fairly similarly. It was like a red dragon disciple with like 2 levels in fighter, 1 level in something. Like it was just this weird combination of like a couple levels here and there of some base classes and like the prestige class of Red Dragon Disciple. And it literally got attack buffs every time it did anything. And then it had just enough levels in fighter to where it could do flurry of blows. And so it got attack buffs for each strike for flurry. And then he got one where he started getting better accuracy with each attack boost as well. Mm-hmm. And it just kept adding like +1 to hit. And like eventually he's just like and you just did 100 points of damage. Because like it scaled because something with the Red Dragon Disciple is like you get the attack bonus, but then it like just multiplies.
Yeah.
So like by the end of like a 5-hit flurry, it's like you've done 100 points of damage. And it's like, the fuck did you do this? Why would you do this? Why would anyone let this happen? Like, and it's weird because like now that I'm much older. Mm-hmm. Something wrong?
I grabbed my phone and I did the picture-in-picture thing because I was going to look something up.
Wayne Cruz reporting for duty as well, sir.
And now you know.
It is gone. Okay. I think the Strateria still needs to keep building in my system.
I was like I'm still adjusting to my blood pressure meds. And I say I'm adjusting. Like I've hit the adjustment period, but like every so often it'll just kind of hit me. It's like I'll get dizzy or like lightheaded or tired. I'm like, God, I hate my blood pressure.
You discerned that?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, one of the reasons why I reached out to my doctor is like my blood pressure. Let me show you it, because it's still kind of coming. But you know,
Time to go.
Right.
it's just mostly obnoxious. Just like, stop.
Yeah. I have a similar issue, but it's with my heart rate. I went to go donate platelets on Sunday. I very nearly got turned away because I clocked in at 93. I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting there answering questions. I was a little mad at technology because the Red Cross app signed me out and then didn't recognize me anymore. It just kept popping up with an error. But other than that, nope.
Alright, I know what to do now. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna light someone on fire. That little guy is a threat. The slimes will be defeated by my fiery balls.
Not your chocolate salty.
Not my chocolate salty ball. And I would save it here. Like I'm gonna bring up the menu. I guess I gotta do this first. Alright. Okay, so like I can save here. I'm not going to. Alright. Kid is just being a kid. Where a kid can be a kid.
How do you like this?
Is that Toys R Us? Yeah, that was a Toys R Us jingle. Someone posted on Reddit a video of them walking through a Toys R Us in 1994. And I'm like, how about you don't?
I don't think I ever went inside a Toys R Us until I was an adult.
I went as a kid. Like, that's where I got a lot of my Genesis games. And my Saturn games, actually, too. That's where I bought my copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. Alright, so he's just gonna die now. So we've got rid of him. Didn't waste any MP on anyone else.
Die, potato.
Not today.
No.
Alright, so the Shadow Goop Man is attacking him. He's attacking Shadow Goop Man. Fire is not going to do anything. You can just die. Person, we can't see you because he's behind the thingy. Oh, he's still alive. Alright, well... we're going to send you over there to attack. Alright. Oh, he sees stars. Alright. Stop talking.
Sure you don't want to see?
Yeah. Because I'm going to let that guy deal with that thing. And I'm going to keep my soft, squishy people away from it.
Okay.
Look, kid.
No! Get inside! Quick!
And besides, if I fail again, it's, you
It
know,
appears that- I guess we'll.
it becomes chat time for the last of them. Because, yeah, I can't seem to fight those things. Alright, attack him, and not let him deal with attacking the child. Protect the child. I am like the Mandalorian. Protect the child.
This is the way.
Yeah, you miss it. So, you know, spoilers for today's episode. He's riding around in...
Yeah, I saw.
The best part is when he first gets that, there's two buttons for you, and all he does is he just keeps walking around going, yes, 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 yes. Because he's at, like, people height now,
Yeah.
and he's happy about it. He's just walking, yes, yes.
That's adorable.
It appears everybody.
Like, I'm wondering how long this series is going to go. Like, if it's set at being like 4 seasons or 5,
Yeah.
or if they're going to keep going on for, you know, a longer appreciable length of time.
I should probably make myself sit down and actually watch it from the beginning.
But like, I'm curious because like,
There was only
Baby Yoda has become the face of Star Wars. Like, they don't have, there is not a Star Wars property that is,
Does not have Grogu
yeah.
on it somewhere. Okay. That was extra.
Yeah, that was kind of dick.
One more pustule on
I
the
got something
posterior
called
of
Baron
humanity
Ardo
eliminated.
310. That's a zip code. All right, we are gonna move.
I got hoes in different
I have no MP left, so I am kind of useless. So we're gonna put both of y'all here and keep that guy from trying to catch you. We should be able to overpower. Okay, so we can fight that one. So the gold one, Billy over there can deal with. Okay, yeah, he's only level 4. Alright, Maximilian, attack him. So you're both just gonna attack him. You're gonna keep that gate occupied, and we're gonna get more slimes. Okay, well if that's the case, Maximilian is gonna follow you up here. And you'll provide support in case the slimes come after. Okay, no, you need to come back. I'm not doing enough damage to him on my own. Alright, I really don't like the fact that there's still... yeah, those slimes are gonna get way too close to me. They move really fast. I don't like that.
And civilians apparently don't.
I mean, everyone gets, can I use an item to heal? I don't think I can, but I just leveled up. I don't know. Back so soon? Like, did you even actually do anything? Okay, so you're dead. Almost. Alright, I think the kids are gonna make it. I think I'm going to die. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die, because I can't... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... Oh no, he's gonna... Are you... Please tell me you're curing me. No, you're curing him. You're curing the god. The one who doesn't need it. How about you cure the guy who's gonna die otherwise? Thank you. Like, you know, the guy who's gonna game over if this, Alright, well, you know, I survived this. Just barely. Perimeter pulse. Oh, well, fine, screw that. It's like, oh. Alright, let's get inside. Here. Because I think he's won that fight. Especially if those two guys show up and like do any amount of comparable damage. Yeah, they've got this. We're good. We're good. We've survived.
If it's a fight you want, it's a...
It was almost over before it started. No, it wasn't. You have no idea how close you were to failure again.
You performed admirably.
I
This
performed
is only the
admirably.
most
No,
recent
I
in series.
barely
You-
survived.
I would like...
As you wish. Wow!
Hans.
You guys were amazing! Pow! Shing! Bap!
Pal
showed those
Shing
monsters
back.
who's boss.
I think
And
that's the
suddenly, like
coolest thing
that,
I've
we're in
ever
an
seen.
episode of Batman.
We're just happy you survived Yeah.
I heard that.
That
Bap
is out of
reminded
the
me that I
question.
still need to do
It's
my
far
Korean
too
lesson.
dangerous.
I watched a clip from
No,
the Adam West
Come on,
Batman.
take me with
It
you,
was
please.
Alfred versus the Joker. And the Joker shows up with a woman as a hostage and is trying to break into Bruce Wayne's safe. And so he's got a gun, breaks in, and it's just like, it's the most cordial shit. It's like, hello, my good man, I'm here to take this. And like, him and Alfred like leads him into the part, and like, the safe is behind the painting. He goes and looks, and it's like, there's nothing here, and suddenly he knocks the gun out of his hand with like a fireplace poker, and like they start fencing, and he's just like, the Joker may be an or a super villain, but he's a terrible villain. It's like just beating the crap out of him, and he runs into the study that has the Shakespeare head button to lead to the Batcave, and so he jumps down it, and apparently there's a bat pole elevator recall, which will, and so he just keeps squishing the Joker on the ceiling, and the Joker's like, Alfred, old pal, like,
Like Max.
holy rusted metal Batman. Yes, that was the
What was it?
I want you to
The
find out
gentleman
more about
thief?
this Wayne. Go ask around.
Gentle
See
Criminal.
what you
Gentle
can dig
Criminal, yes.
Oh god, that's so.
Yes.
up. Do it.
We went to the gaming convention, playthrough convention. Amber cosplayed as Senku from
Yeah.
Dr. Stone. She's like, I want to do a couple's cosplay. And so she was like, who can we do from My Hero? And I'm like, well, there's not really any, like, she was talking about, she wants to go as a gender-bent Bakugo. She was like, you should go as Aizawa. Because, like, it's a simple costume. I could make the goggles. I could make the scarf. I've got a little Principal Nezu that I could just kind of set in the scarf, because he's always hanging out there in the show. But then I'm like, no, if you want to do couples cosplay, we should go as Gentle Criminal and La Brava. And she's like, that is perfect. And I looked up costumes, like the pre-made costumes. A La Brava costume, $60.
Way cheaper than I was expecting.
Gentle Criminal, $185.
He's got a whole lot going on.
He doesn't. That costume is actually fairly. It's a pair of pants, the shirt, and a jacket.
That's probably why they're charging so much for it. It's like you could do it on your own, but
You
you're
could, yeah.
you're here, so
Hers, it's the pants, the top with the lace, the bow, the wig, and the accessories. And I'm sitting here going, fuck you.
Sure.
Alfred is a badass. Like, any continuity of Batman, Alfred is
Yeah.
he is just
of the
perfect.
Cruz family.
My favorite bit of Alfred is there's a comic called Injustice. It's Joker blows up Metropolis, kills Lois Lane and Superman's unborn child. And Superman finally snaps and kills the Joker. And then he's like, that wasn't so bad. Let's kill other bad guys. And then it's a very short hop to totalitarianism.
yeah.
And Batman's like, yeah, no, how about we don't? And it becomes like their version of Civil War. It's Batman's forces versus Superman's forces. And at one point, they develop a pill that gives normal people strength equivalent, like close to the equivalent of Superman. But it's very deadly. So, like, taking it more than a couple of times will kill you. And Superman shows up in the Batcave, breaks Batman's back, like, pulls a Bane, and it's like, he knows how to hurt Batman, because he's like, and at this point, like, a whole bunch of terrible shit has happened. Like, Dick Grayson's died, Green Arrow's died, Billy Batson's died. Like, people have,
Yeah.
like, it's dark at this point, and like, Superman just comes in being all like, fuck you, and like breaks Batman's back. And then out of nowhere, Alfred just turns around and is like, like, the only thing he realizes, I'm so disappointed in you, Master Clark. And then fucking headbutts him. He took the pill and headbutted Superman and broke his fucking nose. And Superman's just sitting there, like, bleeding profusely because, like, it's a face wound. And he's not used to bleeding his own blood because it's Superman. And he's just like, the top commentary for it is, like, the headbutt and the ass kicking that Alfred gave him was second to the I'm disappointed in you coming from fucking Alfred. The dad of the entire DC universe.
Honestly, like that would, God, that would kill me.
It's like, oh, God, that, like, you didn't need to headbutt him there, Al. Like, you could have just said you're disappointed. Like, let him just sit there and stew in his wrong. Like, and at one point, I think, fuck, what's his name? Clark Kent's parents. Martha Kent is the mom. Blanking on his dad. Jonathan Kent.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna come to me.
His dad ends up getting mortally wounded. Like, Superman hid his parents in the Fortress of Solitude because he was scared someone was going to use them to get to him. And so, like, he hid them, and, like, I think Robin at the time, like, or no, it wasn't Robin, because Robin's Damian. I think it may have been Tim Drake. Someone broke into the fortress to steal something and got caught by Jonathan. And they're like, I don't want to fight you. You're like the other dad of the DC universe. Like, everyone fucking knows.
Yeah.
You're corn-fed, middle America, no one dislikes you in the Justice League. And he ends up getting caught in a crossfire and gets mortally wounded. And even his dad is like, Clark, fucking stop. And all Clark takes away is, they killed my dad. Like, oh, God.
Yeah.
God, this is a very large... This is a very large map full of lots of little dots that I can do stuff in. I did not realize...
You can have endless conversations in all of them.
I can die at each one of these dots. And if I ever Let's Play this, I likely will. I don't think I can go here yet. I think they'll get mad at me again. Closed road. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, you can't do anything here, so you gotta go this way. So let's go back to Starkburg, and can we talk to people? Oh, we can go to a shop. A ring artisan. An armor shop, and a pawn shop. And it took my brain a minute to actually parse pawn shop as in sell things. And I was thinking it's a shop that sells exclusively chess pieces.
That's okay. I initially read it as prawn. So, just sells shrimps.
I have friends who live in Florida, but they used to live in Greensboro, and they used to hold a croquet tournament called the King. The King Prawn Invitational. I have one of the shirts, which just has a very comedic looking prawn drawing with a croquet mallet. And like the whole point of this tournament was not to play croquet, because like bribing the judges was allowed. Like if you could get away with it without another player calling you out on it. So like it was supposed to be sub, so you couldn't just walk up and hand them 20, unless like you wanted it to turn into a bidding war. Like, I'll give you like $5, I'll give you 10.
Yeah.
But like,
it just sounds like a good excuse to get drunk.
I mean, yeah, there were.
I'm down. Also, I can't remember when was the last time I played croquet.
I mean, I learned I suck at croquet. Oh, I can only buy one? Well,
Is there anybody who's actually good at croquet?
I don't know.
I mean, probably, but I don't know who they are. It's not in my scope of knowledge. Or desire to know, for that matter.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that, and you'll get slightly less MP. What does a pawn shop do? Oh, I can sell clothes.
Oh, man.
I really got to figure out what the numbers mean. I should have probably looked at, I don't know, the manual, because it's not like this game isn't,
Strange.
you know, in a very
Who
large
would imagine
box.
ruins like this would have been here.
I didn't know.
Your father.
Alfred is such a badass. I loved T.S. Alfred, voiced by Efren Zimbalist Jr.
Yeah,
That is a name.
he's a treasure hunter
I
of sorts.
kind of love that name.
He goes into ruins. The more dangerous, the better.
It's a name.
And brings
That
back all
is
sorts-
not a name
Once our duty
you
ends, you'll have a
see
fantastic story.
anymore.
Yeah.
He's missed.
Post
Perhaps
20th
he used to
century.
send-
I'm sorry.
It's
Well,
not
like,
your problem.
Post
Don't worry
turn
about it, you'll turn
into
up.
the 20th century.
Like, all of my friends that have had kids, like, some of them go for, like, interesting names. Like, Libet's nephew, Wolfram. But I mean, Wolf for short, that's kind of a badass nickname. Not gonna lie, that's... but you kind of have to go with the badass nickname to overshadow the fact that if anyone calls you by your full name, that is the... Yeah. And then, like, Ezekiel.
I love the name Ezekiel.
It seems a little too biblical to me, which...
I mean, it is. It's
Yeah.
that's just what it is. I actually wanted to have, if I was gonna
It's
have
kind of-
kids,
even if
I needed them to be
but
twins
enough.
so I could name them
we have a
Ezra
job
and
to do,
Ezekiel.
so let's get to it. If there are
Right.
I feel like...
I could just do that with
right on
dogs.
cue.
I mean, you could.
There only seems to be.
That's the German name for tungsten? Oh, neat!
Huh.
Alright, it says...
Yeah, several of my, one in particular, named their first child Oliver. Their initials ended up being Owl. What did she name her second kid?
That didn't sound like the welcome.
What?
Damn, I was just looking at their Easter pictures too. I can't remember. Did you get it?
Yep. That's why the symbol on the periodic table for tungsten is W. Huh. Shit. The more you know. I'm gonna let... Oh shit, I was gonna say, I'm gonna let them come to me.
If we don't hurry.
No.
No, I'm not.
Ah! Hey! It's that boy from. He must have. Hey! Hey! Don't worry about me. I can.
What now? One foolish move and he can.
I agree, but we don't. Hey, you! Really? Okay.
Alright, well, Hans is joining us. Alright, so... Everyone's just gonna get out of...
We are running.
We're moving. Alright. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of skip past some of this if I can. Oh, shit, nope. I got too close to the door. Anyway,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah,
The
that thing.
sense of justice.
The sense of justice. You know, it's not the sins, S-I-N-S, which, you know, could be. That actually sounds like a badass title for something. The sense of justice.
That would describe our entire justice system.
Basically, yes. Yeah. Anywho's also, it's about time for the stream to end, so, you know, not a bad place to die, fail, miserably. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a fun stream. I've had a lot of fun with this. It's an interesting game, even if there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. But, you know, some games do have a little bit of a learning curve. And so some of those are the bestest of games. But yeah, this one was recommended to me by multiple people. And I saw a video that mentioned it today. I'm like, okay, well, that's pretty fortuitous. Let's just go ahead and do
Yeah.
that. So, yeah. In the meantime, I've got more South Park going up during the week. Once I actually edit more videos, because again, I'm kind of lazy. Do you have anything?
I had a piece go up last week for First Contact Day. I have 2 pieces going up later this month. One is for National Bucket List Day. And the other one is for something. I looked at it the other day, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. Which is unfortunate. It's the one that's due first. I should probably, figure it out and, write it.
I mean, it's probably good to,
You know.
figure stuff out. You know, sometimes I like to just fly by the seat of my pants. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, I don't have anything else going on other than that. Well, I have other things going on, but not, hey, look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the picture of Best Janice wearing a suit, and I'm gonna post that to the Discord. Go hang out on the Discord. We're trying to actually post more stuff there fairly regularly, so, you know, interesting.
And
weird
Sonic
stuff.
can teach you how to unionize.
What's funny is there were 2 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
There's a serious one and then a kind of silly one. And the silly one always had a Sonic Says at the end, and it was, you know, it ranged from fairly innocuous to, if an adult touches you in a way you don't like, say, stuff that really shouldn't have to be said, but sadly our society sucks. But, I just feel like that's a Sonic Says segment. How do you know?
Yep.
So, yeah.
I feel like there was something I was going to say. I've spent most of the stream trying to remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, I feel like you've spent a fair bit of the stream kind of in a fugue state.
Yeah, I've been blue screening a whole lot.
Same.
I'm
That's
still
no
recovering
good.
from Monday. I'm still...
Yeah. It has been a week, and it is Wednesday.
Yep. Yeah.
Libet posted about that. There's a GIF from 30 Rock, and it's like, man, this has been Lemon. It's Wednesday. So yeah. But,
Yep.
But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure as always. I love to see all of you in chat. Like I said, hang out in the Discord. We'll try to post more stuff. I'll post the Best Genist. I'm gonna post some card game art, so you guys can give me some thoughts on that. And maybe I'll start putting in character bios for the characters as well, because these were all tabletop characters, so they have really odd and unique bios because my friends are all odd and unique individuals.
It's true.
To quote Beetlejuice, I myself am strange and unique.
Strange and unusual.
Strange and unusual. I knew it was a you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I actually remembered something. I remembered something tonight, and it was unusual.
Also, completely unhinged observation. The movie Beetlejuice was the bad guy, right? Like that was the thing. Beetlejuice was the bad guy. The cartoon show, Beetlejuice is Lydia's best friend, and okay, I just wanted to make sure that like, because I've always kind of Beetlejuice was the bad guy.
I mean,
like, he wasn't really the bad guy, but like he went about things in a way that the other characters didn't. Like,
yeah, he did in the cartoon also, but it was a very different dynamic.
yeah, very different than that. So, Aaron, you're hang out in the go find the Discord, because one of your characters is one of the characters in set 2, and so he'll be one of the characters posted in the artwork. So that's what I'm doing tonight, is I'm posting a bunch of artwork. So yeah.
I'm doing dishes.
Anyway, think about Beetlejuice and how that character dynamic changed between 2 different mediums to target children as an audience. And I will leave you with that thought, and we'll see you next week. Same hat time, same hat channel. Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern for another live stream. If I do have to cancel it, I'll post it in the Discord. Plugging the Discord. Plugging the Discord. Talk into the microphone.
Bless.
Good night, everybody.
And of course, titties!